Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening wherever you are. This is me, Lazas, and I am playing the Division 2. This is going to be my first reaction video, or at least my opinions. I just want to share my opinions, and this is the first one for last night's state of the game. I know there are gonna be a lot of changes in the coming patches, or I don't know when it will come, but right now, PTS, they announced that PTS is live, and with that came the sort of the changes that they plan to make in the live servers. So basically, I'm not gonna read all about it because, as far as I know, I have mixed feelings about parts of it, and I only have one issue, which is the one that I'm gonna be talking about today. Um, yeah, so basically everything is going to be adjusted, almost everything. But right now, my gripe about the game is their plan to make 515 gear score only available in the dark zone. I'm not sure why this is happening. Um, or rather, I'm gonna attribute this to the people that, are saying that the dark zone you have no incentive to go into the dark zone. Okay, so my opinion about it, I know some people, this is not a popular opinion. People don't, some, most of the people that I've watched or saw love the change, but honestly for me, I'm a guy who plays a few hours per week, per day, and still I'm not the guy that wants to do the hardest of contents because I don't want to do it anymore. I don't have the patience or time. I don't want to exert much effort only to wipe at the end. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of PvP as well, because mostly because of the ping that I have where I am. So yeah, basically they what do you call this? They plan to put 515 gear score items locked, or you can only get them by going into the dark zone. So the dark zone, I'm not even sure if you can get it if you can get them at both modes, or you can only get them at occupied zones. So my gripe within that is, first of all, I bought this game under the pretense that I can get whatever item that I want, doing whatever content that I want. And that basically just beats it out. I know some people may say that, well, it's just a 15 gear score increase from what you have. It's not going to even have the same stats, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't, it's not the point. My point is you're locking something out from a loot shooter, and for a game that is a loot shooter that you need to get the best gear items, you're going to fight it's about fighting the RNG, not fighting the hardest of hard contents for me. That's how I understand this game. It's not about doing the hardest content, it's about fighting the RNG, repeating the same thing over and over again, having the chance to roll the highest possible value in a single item. So if that is to happen, then not everyone is a fan of the Dark Zone. The Dark Zone is a PvEVP area. People can kill you in the Dark Zone, they can mess with you, and as much as the people are saying that toxicity is lessened, gone, or whatever. No, that's not the case. I have been playing the game since head start. I have fought with players. I've seen players call other people by name in chat or whatever. Just grief everyone out, especially in ODZ. But I understand that ODZ is, the hardcore quotes of the game, the hardcore version of the Dark Zone. But yeah, um, let's see. What else could I say about it? It's just a shame that they wanted to do that. They're locking loot because people are saying that there is no incentive to go into the dark zone. Based from how I play the game, or how I did the Dark Zone, I have been running Dark Zone for straight days since I just stopped, I think 1 or 2 days ago
Hello,
because I
Agent.
want to
Are
make a
you ready to
different
start
character,
exploring the Dark Zone?
just for the lulz. Um, the incentive for me, the incentive to go to the Dark Zone is the fast loot pace, alright? Compare the amount of caches you get in the Dark Zone versus the ones outside the Dark Zone.
Hey, Agent. Nice to see you.
It's so fast that I know I tend to get full inventory and mailbox and contaminated stuff in just a few hours. Of course, it's gonna take a few hours because you still got to put in some work. But there has always been an instance of me and my group having full inventory slots, and for us, having in this game earning loot as fast as you can is the most efficient way to combat the RNG, which is, your goal. Because your goal is to get every god roll possible for the build that you want. Heck, if you get an item that is not even the build that you want, you get to keep it because just in case there's a new meta or there's a new build that you're interested in gonna make, that you're gonna retain it. You can use it. But with this, there's no freaking way to get that 515 GS anymore. And despite what you say, despite what everyone is saying that it's just a 15 gear score increase or just mostly the stats may be just a minimal increase, that's still an increase, and I don't believe that they should do that. They should maybe, if ever they want to do that, I guess the only compromise for me, if ever they are proceeding with that plan, is to put the 515 gear score drops in the normalized dark zone as well. Because unlike the occupied dark zone, I don't know, I'm more inclined right now in the normalized one just because I don't have the proper roles yet. And even if I did, my friends and I, we prefer the normalized one over the occupied ones because just of the toxicity. We had many encounters with toxic players over the occupied dark zone, and there's, that it's just that people are saying, it's part of the game, you should explore it. Well, too bad. Not everyone shares that opinion. I'm sure not everyone shares my opinion, but still, you should not lock out everyone out of a single piece of loot chance of gear score of item rarity just because they don't want to do this thing. Unless, of course, it could be an exotic, which, like the pestilence, you need to go to Dark Zone just to get it. But anyways, that will be it for me. There's no gameplay. This is just me reacting to that stuff. Hopefully they manage to work it out and not nerf everything every week so that we could stick with some builds for a few more times before having to farm again. And that's it. Gonna see you soon. If you don't share my opinion, you can just comment on why. You can call me a crybaby, whatever. But for me, that's just how it is. I'm disappointed about the loot locking, and hopefully, they manage to make it accessible for everyone. And I'm not talking about adding it to heroic content because right now, as far as I know, heroic is just for bragging rights. It's not about getting the best items. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you soon. Goodbye. I'm gonna go, tap dance or tap dance and see you soon. Bye bye.